Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft on the JFS. RedStarJ here, and today we are going to work on the satellite, and we're also going to work on the bay in front of my house right here. But first, we have something that we need to check out. And I guess some of the stuff that we should do is actually check out some of the satellites that have been built on the server. We're over here at the Barren satellite, and it's a very futuristic science fiction kind of satellite. Like some aliens of pure light has made these satellites, and they use the energy of beacons. I just realized that each of the beacons are going to each of the satellites. But yeah, this what was created by the Barons, consisting of Zulu, Dakota, Goose, and Arnie. And yeah, if you want to read this book, please pause on these pages and read them for yourself. I'm not going to read them out loud because I am horrible at reading stuff. So yeah, no reading from me. But yeah, the Voidal crystal satellite array. I guess they do have a name. So crystal satellites, very sci-fi fantasy kind of satellites. I like them. The Barons did a good job with these satellites. The next satellite is the satellite created by Nixer, Dennis, and Weather. It is called the Fantasy Star Rail Prismatic Train, I believe it's called. The name of it was on the other side of the portal, but yeah, it was created by Nexer, Weather, and Dennis, and this is actually my first time actually looking at this. Apparently there's some like there might be some lore books, maybe question mark. There's a lot of blank books. There's no lore books. I always lie to about lore. Um, but yeah, this is a very nice satellite. Ooh, they have a map of the Nexus. They're planning something evil. Wow, this I think this is an old map of like the area. Maybe question. Yep, this is an old map of the area. It doesn't have the shops that have been brought into it. Um, yeah, this is a very cool satellite. This is a good job done by Nexter, Weather, and Dennis. So the last satellite that we need to visit is a very old satellite, the Not Losers satellite. So yeah, this satellite created by Muckluck, Dean, and Shoston. I say those names because I did minimal work. I was just an idea person that said, "Hey, we should do this," and somehow they all agreed, and it turned out into a giant planet, moon sized space station. This isn't a moon. This is chaos. Um, but yeah, we're here at the satellite, and there's something that we've been meaning to do. Um, hey, look, it's the core. The core is back, and I would assume nothing has happened to this satellite since we got it back from the odd washing that Dennis gave the core. But yeah, we're up here, and we have these little spaces that we plan to build like kind of like cockpits. We each have like a quadrant. So yeah, I decided to come here and actually do a little bit of work on my section of this cockpit. So yeah, let's transform this space into something interesting. Okay, so I think we have somewhat of a cockpit. I'm not too sure. I feel like I need to see what the others are doing, and then I could come back and like redo mines. But I think it's a good cockpit. It's a two-person cockpit, so yeah, I could have a buddy with me inside this cockpit, and yeah, I think it looks good for what it is. I think it could use some more work to be done. But yeah, we have a cockpit. We can control the satellite, and like I said, we have the core back in place, and I'm sure nothing mysterious is gonna happen to the satellite. I'm sure nothing wrong is happening right now to the satellite. Maybe questionable. Very, very much debatable. So, our next plan of action is that we want to dig a tunnel through this mountain, starting from this point right over here and going all the way to right over here into this little bay right over here, right behind Dennis's base and right beside this bridge that is probably gonna be incomplete for a while. But yeah, we're gonna dig a tunnel from that bay where my base is, all the way to this little bay right here, and yeah, we're gonna have a little tunnel waterway. So yeah, let's get digging. Okay, so after a lot of digging, we have a little bit of a waterway. It goes right underneath a couple of my farms. Well, right where my farming area is. But I think it's kind of cool that we have a unique perspective that we can look into my base, and anyone who um, uses this tunnel can see a little glimpse into like my farms and such, and like we could potentially see people pass below us if we're above there. But yeah, we have a little bit of waterway. It was a lot of digging, a lot of block placements, but I think it turned out well. Could use some improvements here and there. I think the ceilings need something, and I'm thinking to add some like copper trap doors, like at random places, and maybe have some lights behind those copper trap doors. But for the most part, it's functional. I doubt anyone really needs to use this tunnel to get this way, or to go from this way to my base, but hey, it's a thing. We have it, and like there is stuff built back here. There is the bridge that's being worked on, but I doubt it will be completed unless somebody else takes over the bridge, because I think the person that started building the bridge is probably not going to log back on until later, and who knows when. But yeah, maybe I'll work on this bridge eventually if no one else, or if the person who started working on the bridge does not come back and work on it. But yeah, that's a project for future Red Star. President Red Star thinks the tunnels do, do need a little bit of work to be done on. I am stuttering my words because I am nervous. No, I'm not. I don't know why I'm nervous. But yeah, the tunnels need a little bit of work on. I think I want to do like a couple of entrances, like here and the other side. I think I want to build kind of a tower, maybe. Um, something. I kind of want to build something. Just have a little something in front of this tunnel and in front of the other side of the tunnel. So let's see if we could work on an idea for these entrances to this little waterway we have built. Okay, so admittedly, I don't think this turned out the way I wanted it to turn out. I kind of wanted it to look more like it was a fallen like branch from the tree that was here that created this giant stump, going like off of lore wise. uh but I think in order to make it more stump like, I think I might have to extend some of these sections up a little bit more, because right now it just looks like a plain old wooden oak tower. There's definitely stuff we can do to improve this little entrance way to get into the waterway I had built. We do have a little bit of a second floor that has a little bit of a lookout that you could look out into the bay, look at my beautiful pink house. You could also see the dog from here. Hey, love that. And we do have a little bit of an extension of this little walkway, dockway. We are extending out this way. I think I want to cover this whole like landscape with this bamboo dock I have been building. But yeah, that's a job for future Red Star. Future Red Star has a lot of jobs to do. Now, one thing I didn't do is create an entrance on the other side, and I think I'm gonna ask the other members of JFS for help on this. See if anyone wants to come by and create like a little entranceway into this little waterway I have, and see whoever wants to come build can come build. I'll help out with any materials anyone needs to come build this. But yeah, feel free to come by and build an entrance to this place. Other members of JFS who may be watching this right now. But anyways, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. Let's see if I could make my way out doing first person. I hope you all enjoyed this little bit of building satellite stuff and digging out this whole tunnel and building this whole tunnel. I have no clue what I'm going to do in the next episode, but hopefully we'll do something amazing. And until that next episode, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, nerds. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm about to not lose a satellite, and I see something we might need to be concerned about. That's ice. That's not good. Uh, you think that's caused by Dennis washing the core? Because that's very worrisome. Um, should we be worried? I think we should be worried.